Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to another Aristeia game. Today I'm playing Jose. You can see a close-up there of my new Oni 8-ball. So Jose's green, he's playing Hannibal, Senior Massacre, Cosmo, and Bixie. And I'm on the orange side playing Valkyrie, Dart, 8-ball, and Musashi. So you can see that sweet new neoprene mat, and I've got some 3D terrain printed by Aristeia laser cutting. I'm not sure what the name of Gabe's thing is now, but yeah, Gabe printed that out for me, and it's super awesome. So those were the teams. We are playing Assault. So in Assault, the first scoring zone is the center scoring zone. You get 3 for being the only person to have characters in the zone. You get 2 if you have more characters than your opponent does in the zone, and you get 1 apiece if you tie. And this scoring zone will move based on the underdog. Jose starts off as the underdog, being slightly under my initiative at 19. I'm at 20, and let's just go ahead and get going. So I'm going to lose initiative and then just double move with 8-ball, put him right in the middle, just start off. This is normally something I would do with Maximus instead of 8-ball, but I'm playing kind of a dual tank lineup here, which is kind of cool. It's a, 8-ball and Valkyrie are what I would call hybrid tanks. So 2 hybrid tanks is pretty cool. Jose's going to come in with Cosmo, and he's going to play one of his tactic cards to just immediately push me out of there, which is a great move for him. And then he's going to play the counter Dart play here, and Jose does an awesome job of neutralizing Dart this whole game, really just by expertly placing smoke. So he's going to place smoke all up in that area and make Dart's activation completely useless this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Valkyrie, and I'm just going to go ahead and put her into the smoke there, just put her in the scoring zone. Now that Cosmo's done his thing, I don't know that Jose has another way of getting me out. He's going to do the same with Senior Massacre, just double move and get into the zone there. Now that I see how he moved, I don't know if that was the most legal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think he would have had to make us one escape move, but it's fine. It's cool. Anyways, Dart is gonna just double move and then pop into stealth there. So holding Dart off for the next turn. And like I said, Jose knows that I love Dart mainly for the sculpt, but I love playing her. She's just a great little piece here. And he knows that Cosmo is a great counter pick for that. He's going to go ahead and go with Bixie. And he doesn't go that far forward with her. I'm not sure what the strategy is here. Maybe he thinks because he has 2 in the scoring zone that it's not that he doesn't need to flood the central scoring zone, and he may want to be saving Bixie for a later turn. Probably doesn't want to get her put her anywhere near Musashi, who has not gone yet. So because Musashi can easily one-rounder if he gets up to her. I'm not sure what the thought if he's thinking about playing any cards or anything like that. But anyways, here we go. So Musashi and Hannibal are the last to go. I'm going to win initiative, make Hannibal go. Hannibal is going to walk towards the center objective and then make, I believe, Senior Massacre try to do a couple of things to Valkyrie there. I don't believe anything significant happens here. So it's just, swing on Valkyrie, even with the added dice and whatnot, still doesn't go in Jose's favor. Now, this is pretty normal for people that you normally do see Senior Massacre and Hannibal together because they do pair up rather well. And it looks like he was able to get Cosmo to just pump some more smoke out and further protect Bixie there. Meanwhile, I've got Musashi, and I'm going to walk around and walk into the scoring zone. So we now have 2 characters each in the scoring zone. It's going to be end of the first turn. We'll score 1 point apiece, and Jose will retain underdog, and he's going to select zone 2 as the next scoring zone. I don't really agree with that. I wouldn't have picked zone 2. I probably would have picked 4 over there, or even what's that, 5 on the far end, because Dart is too close to that, and that's well within reach of a number of my characters. But nevertheless, zone 2 is the scoring zone. I'm going to go ahead and go with Musashi, and I'll just let the audio take over for a bit.
You're going to go with your boy? You're going with your homie?
No, I think I'm going to do it this way. I think this is a mistake, but I'm going to play it. I'm going to gain 3 movement points.
Ooh,
Super
spicy.
3, and go here.
Damn, super spicy.
And then I'm going to do an attack on her.
Okay.
And I'll add an orange to the roll.
Oh, damn. Damn, Holmes. You went hard. Alright, I will pull an asteroid belt.
Okay. Try 2 tactics.
When an enemy declares an attack against an ally and Cosmo is inside the hexadrome.
Okay.
So we swap positions.
Okay, cool. No, she must leave.
No, she must leave.
No, Cosmo take a do hit.
Right.
And I'll put these 2 back here. Okay, so this is red, orange, blue.
Can I do anything?
Red, orange.
Can I do
blue,
anything?
orange.
And the answer is no.
Okay.
So she is a green, blue, yellow. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh dear.
2. Ooh. Damn.
I'm going to...
Did you just cut him down to size?
You have no hits on me.
Yeah, I have no hits.
So I could buy shield blank to do it again. And...
Because I blocked, you have 4 up, I blocked 2.
You blocked 2. How much health does he have?
4. So you probably can drop him.
I can kill him, but then that means I don't get the sword again. That's probably worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus should be 5. Oh, and I could save 1 shield and 2 of those to do it again. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna net, because he's 4 health, right?
Yeah.
So I'll net 4 damage.
Ooh.
And then I'll do the sword thing again.
Wait, he does 4 damage? He's dead.
Yeah. But I can move 4 spaces.
Oh, I
and
gotcha.
Sword another person.
Oh, damn.
Because I am Musashi.
Damn, Musashi.
My name is Musashi.
Oh, shit.
Or I could do the smart thing and sit in the scoring zone. Fuck that. We want to fight. So kill your 2.
Damn,
okay.
So you net a card.
4. Yep.
You net yourself a card.
Oh, actually, you don't get the card
until after.
Yeah. and then I buy the trigger and attack her.
Oh shit.
So I don't have the extra orange on this one.
Still not good, Holmes. So it's a blue and a yellow.
Okay.
Oh.
Musashi!
Musashi.
Musashi did not do great, but he could do 3 damage.
Which will kill her.
And I'll take 1 back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take 1 back. You will take 1 back.
But I'll kill her. And then I can move 3.
Oh, Jesus.
Musashi. Busted since 2016. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he'll spend his final 2 energy going in here. 2.
Oh my God.
Musashi!
Musashi! Damn you, Musashi!
You kill half the team!
Damn you, Musashi!
I did it with my sword!
Your sword?
Relax. Okay, so you just saw that crazy activation by Musashi there. Just to show you what a perfect Musashi activation looks like when everything hits and everything is great. I was like 10, it was something like 7 squares of free movement plus the card plus 2 frags, and now he's sitting in the scoring zone. all by himself. That Jose has nothing even remotely close to contest that scoring zone, and it's just bad news from here. It's not. Musashi is such a strong counter to a lot of things. If you don't have good like tanky picks to deal with him, he can be a problem. Anyways, it looks like Massacre is going to take his revenge out on Dart, and he does that by taunting everybody on the board with a tactic. Then he uses an ability to just draw himself all the way adjacent to Dart, and then takes Dart out. He could have actually used that to try to contest my scoring, but taking Dart out is not bad. Jose hates it when I play Dart, and I love it when I play Dart. And he's concentrating really hard to neutralize Dart and keep her out of the game. So he's doing a fantastic job there. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff happens this turn because really the only people left are my 2 tanks and Hannibal. And it looks like I'm really just going to kind of set up for a later round. What I want to do is I want to get Massacre in a spot where Valkyrie can wreck him, right? So I've already locked up this turn with just having a piece way out of scoring position. So I'm going to go over to, I'm going to displace myself on I think it's a Eat My Fajing thing, and do a little bit of damage to Massacre. And then I'm going to use a support ability to just draw him adjacent to me, and I'm going to displace myself. And you can see I'm just building a runway for Valkyrie so that when Valkyrie goes, she can move the max 3 spaces and gain the max 3 orange on her attack. And this is just going to be absolutely devastating here. So this is going to land. It's going to kill Massacre. So Jose is out 3 of his 4 pieces in a single turn. 3 frags. Really gross work by Musashi, and then the tag team of the 2 tanks working together. I liked that 8-ball is able to help set up Valkyrie, and that's really cool. And man, do I love that alt Valkyrie sculpt. The main reason why I'm playing the team I'm playing is these are just awesome alt sculpts that I wanted to play. That's literally the thought process. I didn't consciously think of how those 2 characters can kind of support one another. So we're going into turn 3. Orange is up 4-1. Jose maintains underdog, and he is going to declare zone 4 as the scoring zone. So he is looks like he started off and immediately just ran Hannibal into the scoring zone. And I don't have a good way of getting to him. Everything is out of range, so I'm just going to put 8-ball there in the middle. And so Jose's going in there with Bixie. So he's going to make sure he's going to lock down this turn. This is a good move for him. I've sort of given up on the turn. And this is a weird thing about Assault. It's like, well, okay, we had it out in the middle, and now everything is scattered, and it's really just going to be a flip-flop type game. And we'll see. It will probably come down to the last couple of turns. Massacre is going to come in there. And he's going to try some shenanigans on 8-ball. Tries to taunt 8-ball. I don't think that happens. And not much else happens. And I'm looking like, okay. My tactics, by the way, we are playing the new tactics. We both picked one of the 2 new tactics decks. And although I have a lot of cards from Frags in VP, I don't have the cards that are very pertinent to just sort of hanging out, holding down the middle. Cosmo's going to come back in, as you can see. And I guess just do a charge, do his like little extra move charge to go there. I'm parking, you can see I parked Dart over here because, it shouldn't be a surprise that I'm going to pick that scoring zone as the next zone going into turn 3. So now it's 4-all. I gain underdog this turn. And yeah, so I get to pick that zone. And we're just coming up with our activation order. So Assault's kind of weird because we looked it up later and it didn't... We needed to make sure that you can't just keep picking the same zone as the scoring zone. And it turns out you can, as long as nobody scored or had models in that zone when you declare it. So every other turn, you could be picking the same zone as the scoring zone, which is kind of weird. So Hannibal's going to come out here, do some shooting on 8-Ball. I think he does a little bit of damage to 8-Ball. Then he uses Cosmo to get in the middle there and just park Cosmo next to 8-Ball. So I think he's just trying to pin down 8-Ball. And I don't know that I would have done that. I would have moved Cosmo around such that Cosmo could actually contest scoring. But anyway, I think there's a bunch of other dice rolling going on here, but again, nothing significant really happening yet. So we're just going to wait for the next pair of activations because these two are just sitting there. Looks like 8-Ball did go and displaced Cosmo a little bit. And you can see, once again, I'm using that to set up Valkyrie for a potential frag right there. Valkyrie's exactly, guess what, 3 squares away. Let's see what happens. And Cosmo's going to go plant some more smoke again, trying to keep Dart out of the conversation. And that's like mission achieved, man. Like, Dart does not get to do any real shooting here. I'm going to go with Musashi and just make sure I'm in the scoring zone. So I'll drop Musashi in there. And I have Valkyrie ready to go, and I have Dart ready to go. And Dart doesn't have a takeout coming this turn. And it looks like Massacre is going to come in and I believe try to do some damage to 8-Ball to no avail. Dart is going to just double move and start getting ready to move across the board there. So here's an interesting thing. Bixie doesn't have enough energy to get physically across, but he could have set up for Bixie to come across and score, and had Hannibal holding up the back there to score on 4 or 5 had he wanted to go ahead and do that. Anyways, Hannibal is just going to go ahead and shoot down 8-Ball, so he gets a frag there. But and it looks like Bixie is just going to jump to the other side of the wall that way he can declare 4 as the scoring zone again. Like I said, you can keep declaring it as long as you didn't have a character in it in the previous, or when it is declared. Valkyrie's going to come in, gain her full effect going in on Cosmo, and guess what? Take out Cosmo again. So Valkyrie rocking 2 frags this game. I'm going to score with Musashi again, putting the score 7-4 this time, and green is back on underdog, and we are, what was that turn? I think that was turn 4, so we're going into the final turn now, and it's looking like it's going to be a tie if Jose just picks 4 again, which he's going to. He'll pick 4 as the final scoring zone for the turn there. But yeah, what a this has been a crazy game. 2 frags for Valkyrie, 2 frags, and basically 6 VP for Musashi. No frags for Dart, no frags for 8-Ball. And it looks like on Jose's side, Massacre is scoring all the frags for him and Hannibal. So Massacre and Hannibal have all the frags. So far, he has 2 frags to my 4. So Massacre is going to go first, and he is going to, I believe, just quickly dispatch of Valkyrie. Valkyrie did suffer damage on that previous turn, attacking, who is that? Attacking Cosmo. So there goes Valkyrie. And Valkyrie doesn't get a turn, because Jose was able to dispatch a Valkyrie before that started. So, super fun game so far. I'm going to come in with 8-Ball. Hannibal's going to go in there and score. And here comes 8-ball. He's just going to move to the center of the board because -2 energy, not a whole lot to do here. And then now we have Musashi once again. You know, I used one of his really good tactics to gain 3 movement spaces, but looks like I didn't. Bixie's gonna go before Musashi, and I think this is a mistake. I don't know why Bixie's gonna come to the middle of the board. I thought for sure Bixie is just gonna park in zone 4 and make sure I don't score anything again this turn, and that would have tied the game at 7-all. But Bixie does move out. And again, I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do with Bixie. So Musashi's going to go and just move around the corner and wait. He does not have good means to get over to Bixie. I've been holding Musashi's card in my hand this entire time, his other card, which is to gain 1 action point. Have not used that yet. Cosmo's going to come in, and this is kind of a fake out because I wanted to make it look like Dart wants to kill Bixie. So Jose, once again, he's going to stick to his plan of completely icing out Dart by putting Cosmo in, and instead of moving, just using all of his AP to smoke the crud out of that central zone. Make sure Massacre is covered. Make sure Bixie's covered. Make sure everything is covered, and he's rolling well. And again, it's a little bluff. If I'm just admitting to you, this is a little bit of a bluff on my part. I was making it look like maybe Dart was going to do that. But here's the final activation. I move twice with Dart, play for an action, a 6th action point, and walk into the scoring zone. So Orange is going to win it 5-8 on that last point. That's going to do it for this video. I want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.